дико идиотская игра, вот честно. В общем, короче. А что короче-то?
Ah, terrific. The rotten smell from Sector 9 isn't so disgusting today.
И вопрос, вот нахера это делать?
I could hit people without them seeing me through the window. But there's nobody out there. I could, but there's nobody.
А вот тебя я могу долбануть?
That's a great idea. All that's missing is a blowpipe and a sufficiently safe distance.
Ну, блин. Ну, это вообще Unreal.
Hmm. The funnel would make an excellent.
Ну, вот, как бы, да.
Indeed.
То есть это просто трэш.
Ow! What the? A dart? Grrr.
A little longer.
Grrr.
And
Ah. What am I getting mad at anyway?
strike.
Ну-ка.
Hey, Tony, I'll just grab a couple. And while we're at it, can you do the dishes this week? I like Tony much better. I was beginning to fear that her body had adapted to tranquilizers. Oh, by the way, I used your family pictures to insulate our weather balloon.
Just a moment. What?
Ah,
Did you mention weather balloons?
no, I said vouchers. Will you look at those nifty vouchers?
Keep your hands off. I've counted them.
You wouldn't have some coffee somewhere around here, would you?
Since you've been staying with me, I've only had decaf. And even that is too... Maybe I should finally get rid of the coffee grinder. It's just using up space. Like you.
I need some ingredients.
If there's nothing in the fridge, you won't be getting anything else.
No, I mean...
End of discussion. Start earning your own money, and you'll be able to buy your own food.
I've got to go.
I've been saying that for years, but here...
Угу.
The pasta.
Так, что у нас там? Купоны. Скальпель. Режем.
That'll dull the blade. What if I have to perform open heart surgery? That'll dull... What if I have to perform...
Что если делать?
Oh! Now I've gone and drilled, dumbass. Oh! Now I've gone and dumbass.
О, да. Да. Короче, быстренько расскажу, что я как бы сделал, пока ты не подключилась. Вот. Я нанес успокоительный на дротик и через воронку, которая была использована вместо трубки, в окошко херанул подругу как раз этого Руфуса, чтобы она успокоилась и спер у нее купоны. И вот хуже того, после вот этих, скажем так, порох, перец, чили. А стимулятор где у меня? Ага. То есть вот, блин, его, конечно, дико нахваливали, но я вот честно говорю, то есть я...
Stimulant.
Нет, забери.
A pinch of black powder.
То есть я честно говорю, то есть как бы я вот даже бы просто вот, меня вот это дико, конечно, выносит, я бы не догадался, что
One
сделать.
whole chili.
Мне кажется, это вообще какой-то невероятно вообще какой-то трешак. Ну, что-то получилось.
I'll call this blend Rufus Reckless, the Maiden Slayer. Or Savior. No, Slayer sounds much better.
Так,
Weights, anchors, all the things you need.
смотрим. Списочек наш. А как вообще смотреть?
This reminds me of the fireworks last New Year's Eve. The plan with the balloons was just great. It was just on the wrong day.
Ну, это...
Well, this alone won't do for mopping. I also need, well, to be in the mood. And so.
Ну-ка.
I don't see why. I mean, Tony. I don't like the direction this is.
Ну, типа, намочили губку. Отлично. То есть я опять же как бы то ли дебильный перевод, то есть сказал, там что-то не сработает, если не сказал, что там типа не хочу протирать, то есть как бы вот как это вообще догадаться можно?
Is this real? Oh. The seats are covered in tasteless pink leatherette, a puppet, and on the drive, sugar.
Сладкоежка. А, да, мы что, мы узнали теперь имя водителя.
Hello again. Hey,
Ну да, хватит, насчет
about
ключа.
again. What was Sugar
Сладкоежка.
Puff? Sugar Puff? Maybe I found your key, Sugar Puff. But I need to be sure it really belongs to you. What's your favorite color?
А, розовый.
Pink. Pink, you say? That sounds about right. And, do you have a special hobby?
Балет люблю.
I, love the ballet. Bullseye! Then this must be your key. This must be your lucky day, Sugar Puff. Yeah? I'm so happy I could... Really? I might have a one-time job for you.
Так, дали ключи от машины. Пугай, значит, у нас ничего не жрет. Скрывай. Рычаг. А, аккумулятор. Точно.
Oh, I can't remove it. But how do I get access to the power that's harbored within them?
Как? А что если просверлить дырень?
I want the battery acid, and I have a dentist drill. That's almost too convenient. Ah! Ow! Yeah! Ow!
Ну-ка, шариками её собери.
What I need here is... Unfortunately, I already used the urn of Tony's mother's ashes.
Во, а в горелку нельзя?
What I need here... Unfortunately...
Чем не контейнер?
Maybe I can still use this. I'd better look for a different container.
Ну, где я тебе контейнер-то возьму? Дебил Дебилыч. Угу. Вот. Как? Не-не-не, я все, я как бы я буду смотреть прохождение. Но вот это вот сейчас будет какой-то просто еще один адов идиотизм, то есть из серии нахера. То есть, окей, вот мы заходим сейчас на кухню. То есть мы что делаем? Мы совмещаем сейчас крючок и на какой-то хер с шариком. Вуаля. Шарик на крючке. Вопрос нахера? И мы засовываем его в топку.
This
Oh.
wasn't half as funny as I thought it would be.
Так, мы открыли дыру. Ну, давай попробуем. Ну-ка.
Wenzel has attached a protective cover to his chimney. Where am I supposed
Это
to...
понятно. И нафига? Ну, просто вот к чему это привело все? Вот труба.
Ah!
Ну, вот теперь как бы все стало более-менее понятно, но, блин, конечно, да.
If my impeccable sense of orientation doesn't fail me, I should be under the shower. If I want to drill a hole into the pipe, I'll need a different tool.
В смысле? А, не то выбрал. И чё? Ну давай.
Poor Wenzel. His tender heart will break when he finds out that the well in his basement isn't real. Quick, I don't want to miss the moment. Wenzel?
I'm down here! Come quick! You won't believe your eyes!
Poor Wenzel still thinks he struck water down there. Instead, his cellar is simply flooded. Bad luck. What's up, Wenzel?
I struck water!
Well, Wenzel, maybe you shouldn't get too excited. Sometimes you just think you struck water, and then it's just... Wait a second. You really struck water.
Unbelievable, isn't it? I am rich!
But that's impossible.
And it's all thanks to you. Well, thanks to your father's divining rod. You are a true friend. You know what? You shared with me, and now I'll share with you. Of course. I share with you this very moment, the moment of triumph. Let's enjoy it together. What's that grinding noise?
It's not my teeth.
I see. I'm rich!
Я ничего не понял. О,
There,
радник.
I can see it clearly. Grit, and there's a dead beetle. Clear water.
А где я вам сосуд возьму? Для чистой воды и для энергетика вашего. Блин, ну вот, как бы вот так. Банально, вот я... Вот мне, конечно, стыдно признавать, но не стыдно даже.
Ah, Rufus, I believe you may very well want to congratulate me. The mayor was very excited to hear about my discovery. He believes the water vein might make Kulvak one of the 3 richest settlements in the southern quadrant. Right now, he's hearing one more applicant, but for now, it looks like I'll be the one.
Goal is supposed to live at your place? Don't make me laugh.
What? Now that I have a water vein on my property, I'm one of the most influential people of Kulvak. And with an orbit pixie in my house, I might even become an honorary citizen. Who knows? One day, I might even follow in the footsteps of your father.
But I was the one who saved her, and I'm the one who gave her shelter.
Rufus, you don't even have a house. So how do you suppose you'll convince the mayor?
Well, I'm,
Next up, number 63, please.
Здрасте.
Low-Tech, I have to talk to you. It's about... Low-Tech?
What? Who's disturbing me?
Whoa. Are you really sleeping in your desk?
This is the mayor's traditional resting place. Before me, your father used to sleep in here. That was before he betrayed the community.
Well, I can totally understand that.
Well, he left you behind, too.
Be that as it may, who sleeps in a desk anyway?
Admittedly, the desk isn't aligned correctly with the planet's magnetic field, but your father had a device installed to correct that.
What? I officially want to deregister my residence here on Deponia.
You don't even have your own residence, do you? You're mooching off your former girlfriend.
Yeah, well, at least I'm not sleeping in the drawer of my desk.
Watch your tongue, son. This is the mayor's traditional resting place. If only your father were here to put you in your place. You know darn well he worked here before me.
Oh yeah, you mean he slept here?
You don't even know what real work is. If you'd put in a little more effort, you could have followed in your father's footsteps.
My father's footsteps led away from this dump, and I'll get away from this rock too.
And you think you'll reach your goal without a serious effort? I'm beginning to understand why he didn't take you with him.
Ouch. I'm here for the Elysian girl.
They all are, but you're too late. The hearing is over.
Over? But it was me who found her.
As far as I know, it was Hannick who found her.
Well, I found her first.
And you just left her lying there?
No, it was different.
With your attitude, you wouldn't even stand a chance if the hearing wasn't over already.
But I saved her life.
I find that hard to believe, considering you're responsible for 90% of all injuries that happen in Kuvak.
Well, but 90% of those have been my own injuries.
Listen, Rufus, whenever chaos breaks out in Kuvak, you are responsible for it. As far as I know, you might even be responsible for that girl falling from the sky.
No, it was different.
With your attitude, you wouldn't even stand a chance if the hearing wasn't over already.
But I have to help her return to her world.
To Elysium? That's a good joke. You should know better than anyone else that there's no way to leave Deponia. Nothing that ends up on Deponia will ever leave again.
My dad made it.
That's neither probable nor verifiable. I know that's what you'd like to believe, but I believe it's more likely that your father ended up crashing into some trash heap. With your attitude, you wouldn't even stand a chance if the hearing wasn't over already.
That's too bad.
How exceptionally reasonable of you. I've made my decision, and there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm starting to run out of good arguments here.
Finally, there is a God. Are we done here?
Сюжетные повороты, наконец-то.
Assembly hall.
You bet.
Oh, now what?
What? Instead of just moving the desk, my dad preferred messing with the planet's magnetic field?
Well, he was the most egocentric and stubborn person I've ever met.
That's a lie.
Oh, yeah? Why do you think he left you here? Because he didn't care about anyone but himself. Not even for his own son. Pretty ironic that you've become just as egotistic as he was back then.
Egotistic? Me? Ha! Just recently, I risked my own life to save a girl from the clutches of the Organon.
Completely without ulterior motives, I suppose.
You better believe it.
My ass.
You'll be surprised, Low-Tech. I will save the girl. And then everyone on this planet will realize how selfless I really am. But then it'll be too late, because then I'll already be sitting in some cocktail lounge in Elysium and laughing about you fools and how you still have to live in this junkyard. You'll see. I can't stop thinking about what you said, that my father manipulated the planet's magnetic field.
Well, get over it. Your father installed that device for a reason. He manipulated the magnetic field so he could sleep in harmony with the field lines.
I can't imagine how that's supposed to work.
Well, it does work. I sleep like a baby. The only downside is that carrier pigeons are constantly crashing into my window.
The girl belongs to me.
Wrong. I've already made the decision.
I'm starting to run out of...
Finally. Are we done here?
You bet.
Oh, now.
Так,
When does the post office...
Whenever I feel like it. I am the mayor, you know.
What a stupid rule.
That was your father's idea.
Stupid, but not bad. Not bad at all. The girl belongs...
Wrong.
да, все.
I'm start...
Are we?
No.
Well.
Huh. He's gone. Well, never mind.
Не понял.
Next, please.
Guess I'm last in line. Whatever. Who could possibly succeed except for me?
Звонок, ящик. Что еще тут? Подушка. Нахера мне подушка?
A gadget that manipulates the planet's magnetic field. Yeah, this could have been my idea.
Окей. Телеграф.
SOLONGYOUCK Damn, where was I? This technology,
Водные
I
эмблемы.
kind of know this symbol.
Опа. Что у нас тут? Эй, откройся, глобус. Так, тут какой-то замочная скважина. И у нас есть вот такая херотень. If
this is where the key to the world belongs, I mean, I never should lose the key to my front.
Да понятно, вставляй давай.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Ножом
I'd
ломай,
rather not.
тварь. Звонок. Звонок открывает. Ну вот эту хероту.
I've solved the mystery of the enigmatic symbol. Too bad there are no historians here to take note of it. On the other hand, it might be enough if I tell them the short version.
Да высверли ты его. Что за дебил такой?
I've solved the mystery. Too bad there are... On the
Телеграф.
what I'm planning with it, but
На.
this doesn't have to be ba-da-boo.
Бадабум. Бадабум. Да, я еще раз посмотрел прохождение, и снова лютейший идиотизм. То есть начнем, да, вот так вот.
What's this? A hidden compartment? Well, looks like Dad's secret will see the light of day after all.
Ключ-то забери. Нахрен мне ящик-то.
My dad knew. I wonder what I'd get for it if... This might be unnecessarily complicated, but I'm certain Dad wanted to make sure that I'm the only one who could get this far, get to his big secret, his legacy. His liquor cabinet.
Виски. Так. Еще раз. Да. Да. На мышке-то играет явно лучше.
I suggest not to move her in this condition.
What kind of condition is she in? I still don't understand. I mean, is she dead?
No, no, her body is alive and well. It's her consciousness. It's inactive.
So, she's asleep.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. I think it's related to this implant. It's broken.
A consciousness implant? Isn't there a switch or something?
A fuse?
Maybe the contacts are corroded. That's what always happens with my intercom.
I already tried everything, but this is Elysian technology. I have no idea how it's being used. I don't even have the appropriate screwdriver.
So, when can I finally take her home?
She needs to wake up first.
Okay, I see. This situation needs to be resolved through a government decision. Let's do it like this. If you manage to wake her up, you can have her.
And what happens if I wake her up?
Rufus!
You're not even supposed to be here.
But I have a plan.
Oh, I've heard about your plans. You never think things through. Everything you do ends in chaos, and most likely with an explosion.
We'll see about that.
I warn you, stay away from the girl.
Да. Подальше, подальше. Держусь подальше. Стаканчик-то воды набери.
I don't want anything to do with Wenzel's stinking...
Ты вода
I don't
чистая.
want anything to do with Wenzel's stinking well.
Дебил, блин. Давно, блин, эту венчик бы накернил бы.
Ha ha! I've siphoned the acid without injuring myself. I'll drink to that. Bleh.
Дебил. Беспросветный.
The water's still lacking something reviving. I already have the special water.
Угу. Так, не сюда.
It's all written down on the recipe. Just bring me everything that's till then. I'll do.
Okay. About the...
Tell me.
I have some...
Good. I'm just.
No, this just like...
Good.
Don't worry.
Hurry up. I can't wait.
I'll be getting
Ладно,
on
давай,
here.
до свидания. Хорошо, хорошо.
So, I have the powder already.
Ну-ка, куда заливать?
Into the tank you go. Well, that's it. I found all the ingredients.
Wonderful. I can't even tell you how excited I am to see what happens next.
But I thought we were making espresso.
Yes, you are right. This is an august moment, my friend. We shouldn't spoil
Давай,
it
делай
by
уже.
worrying about the pressure within the nuclear core
Ублюдок.
structure.
Pressure within the nuclear core structure?
Hear me, gods of our forefathers. Using just the most refined ingredients and the highest possible compression, we beseech thee, open the gates to the espressoverse.
Holy smoke.
More pressure! More pressure!
Okay. Okay.
Are we dead?
No. Being dead feels completely different. Ugh. As you know, I have gazed deep into death's eyes more than once in my life.
Oh, now that you mention it, that reminds me. Is Tony still wearing those contact lenses?
Shh! Something's happening. Ouch! Whew! I think this brew is gonna do the job.
Да. Типа приготовили. Типа отлично. Так, сейчас кое-что гляну. М. Фух. Здесь я, пожалуй, сохранюсь. Ну-ка.
What's that stinging smell?
That's medicine.
Says who?
Says I.
And who's the doctor here?
You tell me.
Let's say it together. Me.
It's a draw.
Best out of 3.
You.
Me.
You.
Ha! I win.
Oh, crap.
Дебил.
What's that funny smell?
Ah! Fire! The town hall's on fire!
Fire control mode activated. Firefighter Gizmo at your service. Where is the fire?
Over there! The chamber's on fire! Good Lord!
Don't worry. Your fire will be extinguished in no time.
Угу. Пусть загорит там нахер.
Finally. I was getting worried I'd have to camp in the cupboard forever. Whoop! Where was I? Ah, yes. Medical mode activated. Dr. Gizmo at your service. How's the patient?
I'd say her condition hasn't changed.
Leave the diagnosis to the doctor, will you? Now, just where is... My stethoscope, it's gone! Thieves! Crime in progress! Police mode activated. Officer Gizmo at your service. No one leaves the crime scene.
А ну-ка, давай его запихиваем его.
Ah! Ah, but Rufus!
You're not untouchable, Low-Tech. Don't you ever forget that.
That's enough. I think you're done.
Come on, Gizmo. You have more important things to do.
Don't tell me how to do my work. Or are you just trying to divert my attention from your guilt?
What? That's simply...
Aha! Here is the missing clue. The last piece that completes the puzzle. The mystery of the thieving mayor has finally been solved.
Thieving mayor? How dare you?
Put up your hands, Low-Tech.
I have no intention of lifting my hands.
You better do what I say.
I don't want to.
You don't have any choice.
I don't? Well, you're fired.
You can't fire me. You're arrested.
You can't arrest me. You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
So what? You're fired anyway.
You can't fire me. You're arrested.
You can't arrest me. You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
Wenzel, too.
So
Did
what?
somebody drop
You're fired
food?
anyway.
I mean,
You
what's the
can't
deal
fire
with
me.
crawling
You're
around on the
arrested.
floor?
You
I'm
can't
waiting
arrest
for
me.
Gold to
You're
wake up
fired.
so I can take her
But
with
I
me, of
arrested you
course.
first.
So what?
Dream
You're
on.
fired
Although-
anyway.
But why
You
would...
can't
Duh,
fire me.
Rufus.
You're arrested.
You all...
Yeah,
You
whoever
can't
made
arrest
you
me.
must have
You're
stopped right in
fired.
the middle.
I arrested you
Oh,
first.
yeah? I
So
am
what?
rich.
You're
I
fired
got you,
anyway.
on the other
You
hand,
can't
don't
fire
even
me.
you
You're
ain't
arrested.
got nothing, Rufus.
You can't arrest me.
Hey,
You're
That's how you pay
fired.
people back when
I
they give their
arrested you
best.
first.
And what would I
So
want
what?
with a basement
You're
in
fired
Cuba?
anyway.
I
You
don't
can't
belong
fire
here,
me.
and
You're
neither does
arrested.
Cole. And as soon as
You
I wake
can't
her up,
arrest me.
I
You're
will accompany her
fired.
to
But
Elysium.
I
You'll
arrested you
see.
first.
So what? You're fired anyway.
You can't fire me. You're arrested.
You can't arrest me. You're fired.
But I arrested you first.
So what? You're fired anyway.
You can't
Ну
fire
давай.
me. You're arrested.
You can't ar-
What? Well, who was that?
Me. It was me.
Rufus? Are you all right?
Phew. Oh. What happened?
You woke the stranger, the Elysian girl, and then you got knocked out.
Cole? Where is she? How is she?
She's still a bit confused. I think her implant was seriously damaged by the fall. She is conscious now, but she's just talking gibberish.
Can I talk to her?
Of course. She's lying over there. I took her into medical custody. Just don't stress her out too much. First and foremost, she needs rest now.
No problem. Thanks, Doctor. Heck, this is totally useless. That woman is completely nuts.
Bonkers, wonkers, zonkers.
Oh, what did I expect anyway? That she would take me to Elysium?
Elysium. We need to go back to Elysium.
What did you just say?
Horrible things. The Organon betrayed us. Quick, we need to go back.
To Elysium. Yes. You remember what happened?
Is that you, Cletus?
What? No, I'm not. My name is Rufus. I saved you.
Rufus? I don't understand. Where am I?
You had a pretty bad fall. The doctor says that you're hallucinating.
That's confusing, but... I need to get to Cletus. Can you take me to him?
Who is Cletus?
My fiancé.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Maybe you are safer down here. After all, you...
He'll reward you generously.
Oh, that, generously, you say?
Try to contact Cletus. He will search for me.
Yeah. How generous exactly is generous?
Maybe
Ah.
you can reach him using a radio. He's certainly trying to find me.
Do you really think that's a good idea? I mean, for a fiancé, he didn't really make much of an effort to protect you.
Rufus, please. You're the only one I can trust.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I really am the only one you can trust. The only one.
And you already proved that you're of noble character.
Mm-hmm. The burden of the hero. But let's get back to the expression generous.
Rufus, please. Contact Cletus. I would be so very thankful. So very, very thankful.
I'm sorry. I don't know if I can do that.
Can spam when tomo polo lollipop. Peekaboo.
But
Butam swajiko soloka shwutapop.
oh, the burden of the hero. Why do I always have to be so infinitely generous?
Вот поболтали.
Contact.
Так, все. На сегодня хватит мне этой дурацкой игры. Спокойной ночи, сладких снов.